Scholars, welcome to the counselor's office. We got an interesting video today. Just kind of we're doing some backtracking, talking about, the melee changes that are a nerf from Bungie in Destiny 2, and just try to educate some people because today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to Sesame Street. That's right. There are people in the Destiny 2 community who don't understand what the difference is between multiplication and addition. But don't worry, Mr. Gaming Counselor is here to educate you, to help you. By the way, if you need to, be able to get your high school degree, just go here. How to get high school degree online. That way you too can be educated and find all the resources necessary. Also, we'll get to it in a minute, but yes, please, if you don't know the difference between multiplication and addition, please go back to school. My elementary students know better, but you know who doesn't know better? Well, like I said, we did this video. We're going over the TWID and how the melee is a nerf. And it is crazy that there are people who believe that these are buffs when they're not. It's a across the board. It is a massive nerf, and we'll get to the details of like what deludes people. But there is a walk of shame to be had to one person specifically. That's right, walk of shame. This person has deleted their comment 6, probably 7 times by the time we're recording this. Sony, Anaki, who doesn't, Naki. So this person says anyone who thinks these melee changes are a nerf are self-reporting that they suck at math, which is funny because we had a whole back and forth, and there's multiple people throughout the video or the comment section literally going step by step, explaining to him like, hey, you're wrong. And he's just arguing people and trying to diminish people, saying, oh, you're wrong. You have no idea what you talk about. I literally step out saying, hey, these are nerfs. The ceiling is coming down. The floor is being raised. Multiplication scaling is higher than addition. Bungie has stated in their TWID they do not want players to one-shot bosses, like people soloing Caretaker, a raid boss. They don't like that. They don't like grapple, 1-2 shot, strand meleeing, tractor cannon. They don't want none of that. They're done with it. They're like, we can't do this. It's not sustainable. This video, by the way, is not arguing whether they should or shouldn't do it. This is literally just saying that this is a nerf. We're not arguing whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. We're just arguing that this is a nerf. It's a black and white nerf. There is no like, aha, got me. But yes, this person just, it got so bad that we had people in the community commenting constantly, man, how pathetic, you delete your message twice. Just so you know, I'm creating screenshots, every one of these every time, uploading to Reddit. Mr. Gaming, if you need it. And by the way, this went on. Do I have, again, all right, 3rd time, homie, deleted his comments because he's looking like a clown, not knowing his basic math. I hope the one guy is putting it on the Reddit. Can I get a link to that post so I can comment it? Then we have, it got taken down by the mods this morning. Oh, Jesus. Too many started seeing it and making fun of this guy. Don't worry. We got a few of us watching for his comments. We have there's a literal SWAT squad just waiting to take on this guy. Granted, he's he deserves it. He's either intellectually dishonest or incredibly stupid. Either way, he deserves it. Another Reddit post later, he can delete his comments all he wants, but we got them all documented. By the way, I'm not, if you continue to tag me saying, hey, you want this, you want this, you want this, I'm good. I appreciate you. I don't need you. I don't want to take this farther. I'm not looking for a witch hunt. I've got it. I'm a big boy. This is my channel. I appreciate you. You don't need to go witch hunting like this. Please, it's not necessary. You also, I don't do Reddit. Like I thought about making my own Reddit for people who post stuff, but like, you don't need to go witch hunting in Reddit. This person's already getting shade by me already this whole video is shading them and teaching everyone who also argued that the changes aren't a nerf. This is to educate them to the difference. You don't, this is a PSA. Please don't go this extreme. Please don't be posting on Reddit, especially if you're getting yourself in trouble. Like, it does look bad on me. Like, listen, I can be an asshole on my own. I don't need my community getting me in trouble when I'm not telling them to do stuff. Please. Thank you. But yeah, this they're also an asshole, which makes me feel better calling them out. So someone's posting, Bungie, when multiplication just nerfs it to it fucking ground so they don't have fun, but digital extremes leans into it. Which is, by the way, in that video I talked about, this one, the melee one right here, I said this is a nerf. People are not going to like this, especially if you're changing this. People are used to a certain way. People are very anti non-fun. If you nerf something that's deemed as fun and enjoyable, you're going to upset people. Here it is. I've never seen this person before, at least maybe not often. Sorry if you do comment on my video. I apologize. But this person's commenting, giving their feedback. And this person's like, one of the single most hated parts of Warframe is the excessive multiplication damage, buddy. No, it's not. People love the power fantasy of Warframe. You are absolutely intellectually dishonest. What are you talking about? It literally caused one of the most hated features in the entire game, which is damage attrition on bosses. Excessive multiplication damage has completely ruined multiplayer games when it's impossible to balance, which I respond down here. Multiplayer in Warframe is dead. DE even flat out said they traded PvP balance for the sake of letting players build the power fantasy. Like they admit that they failed, but at this point they'd rather put their resources into the other parts of the game instead of trying to balance PvP. Then play solo. I enjoy doing as much damage as I can so I can go as far as I can. If there was no multiplicative, you'll have to need to rely on shit like slash spam. Warframe is a game where you can play in any way you want. So if you want to go additive, only go play solo, which it's fair. You don't want to play multiplicative. You can play additive by playing a very specific build. Play by yourself because one, no one's going to want to play with you. And two, you don't want people blowing everything up and you're like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here like a lame duck. So they're not being rude. They're just being honest. I didn't ask if you have autism, but thank you for telling me anyways. Again, asshole, which I do think it's an asshole thing. Like, why is everything like, I've seen this increase where every insult is you have autism. Bitch, I work with kids that have autism, and that's a real mental disability. Like, shut the fuck up. Sorry. It's just, you're an asshole. I have no problem calling you out for being an asshole. You've deleted your comments 6 times because you don't know basic math. I'll be honest. If anyone needs autism, it's probably you, because I think I know several autistic kids that know basic fucking math. They're smarter than some of the crap that I do. Like, some of the most brilliant people are autistic. Like, shut up. Bold of you to say someone has some kind of mental disability when you've deleted a comment on the video 5 different times in the past 2 days now. If anyone has a mental issue, it's you. Oh, by the way, because you lack understanding math, there's an explanation. By the way, yeah, just constantly deleting, reapplying it. It's so bizarre. This person is either intellectually dishonest, they're stupid, or they're trolling. I don't think they're trolling because they replied back on one of the comments about, oh, let's just look at it. Let's look at the community tab. By the way, just a pro tip. If you ever post something like a reply, I have to look for it now this way. It doesn't show it. So I don't know if you ever replied to me or not. All right, this person did. So they replied multiple times. They said, you've already been proven wrong repeatedly by me, as well as other creators. What? But you have a small army of simps who blow smoke up your ass, wash your clothes, clean your room, up your content game instead of being a rage-baiting grifter. You have very clear neurological damage. Me and other content creators. Oh, no, it's just you. You can beat Matthew. I'll post it again since you lacked understanding of what a nerf looks like. And I post it all again. I've got 3K people following me. I'm pretty sure you have 0. If anyone's grifting, it's you. Please seek mental help. Confidently incorrect. Imagine only having 3K followers as a rage bait grifter 2025. By the way, I'm going to post this video in there, and then once I know they've seen it, they're getting banned. They're just a dumpster fire human being. But let's go. We spent 10 minutes roasting and just doing some PSAs. Now let's get educated. So currently, we're looking at a base of 23K from one melee. By the way, I'm going to make some corrections. Brock is great, but it's not perfect. So currently, they combined 1-2 punch and syntheseps by 9, a multiplier of 9. Multiplying base damage by a multiplier of 9 is 207,000. Then apply Banner War increase by 1.4, the same number. And then you take Tractor Cannon. This is the prototypical Titan setup. You have 1-2 punch, Syntheseps, Banner War, and Tractor Cannon, right? 1.3, giving you a total of 376,740. The result is a total damage approximately, reflecting the multiple stacking typical in Destiny 2. And then, they just give you all the multipliers. We're just scrolling through. Usually it will tell you how it stacks, but we're just going to keep going. Now, post the changes. It's going from multiplicative to additive. So additive, by the way, it's funny because they're wrong. 1-2 punch is going to 150, not 200%. That doesn't matter. We'll watch this. Syntheseps also going to 200%. It's not changing. It's like 165%. So, but Band of War was supposed to be buffed to 100%. It's missing 60, which is fine because you're getting extra 50 here, and then you're getting like 35%. So this calculation, just for people like, actually, people think I'm lowballing. This is actually highballing the additive section, which is going to make a very night and day difference. So Tractor Cannon. So we're adding. You have 2,000% plus 2,000% plus 40% plus 30% equals 470%. Which, by the way, people get so crazy about big numbers. They're like, oh my God, big numbers, 160, 200%, 100%. Oh my God, combination blows 400%. Massive numbers, big damage. And then you add it all together. It's 1,301 and 131,100. Like, people look at percentages, but they don't understand the significance of a multiplication versus additive. Bungie could crank this up to 1,000%. It will still never be the same as like multiplicative, because how you stack multiplication just doubles and doubles and doubles, or triples and triples, like quad, like it amplifies it to a degree that is, by Bungie's point, not mine, is not good for the game. One-shotting bosses. You're not one-shotting a boss at 131K. Now, at 376K, yeah, a couple punches. Like, let's calculate that. Let's say, what is 1 mil divided by, just let's lowball it. $1 mil divided. That's great. I should have done. It is 1 million divided by. I don't know why I keep doing deep search with this. Note to self: when you're trying to do basic division, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's just do this. You don't need deep search. You just do this. Yep. So to get about 1 million, roughly about 3 or 4 punches, right? if we estimate 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah. So if a boss is 1,000,000 health, you're looking at about 3 or 4 punches. How much? Let's just see. How much health does, let's say, how much health does the final boss of Warlord's Ruin have? How much health does the final boss of Warlord's Ruin have? This is very important. Okay. So we're looking at about 12 to 14 million HP points. Which, if you do, how many swings could you do punch wise? And by the way, we're low balling. The base damage was this. What is the base damage of a Titan grapple punch? Okay, that gives me a lot of run on. Like, I know it's not 1,000. That's okay. Okay, yeah, that's about right. All the damage is insane. Yeah. I mean, 1,000 damage. Is it really 1,000 damage without maybe? Either way, something's wrong, but you can essentially, like, let's just look like why are we guessing here? Let's see. Warlord's Ruin, Titan, boss kill. Why guess? Why do the guessing game? Just Titan speed boss kill. I'm trying to find it because there was literally a video about people just absolutely shredding air. Let's just use this as an example because this one apparently, oh no, here we go. Oh no, that's not even what I want. Thanks, Chief. I thought it was going to be what I wanted, but it wasn't really what I want. There it is. Let's do this. This one. See, this is what damage stacking is. 1-2 punch. We got strand. We got 1-2 punch. Yep. There it is. Just, this is what they don't want you to be able to do with just melee, by the way. They don't want you doing this to just, they don't want this to be normal. Look at that, how much chunk damage you're doing. That's what Bungie's trying to stop from happening. That right there. That is a visual indication of what Bungie doesn't want. Because the reason why is they have to cater this content to more than one player. And it's also not just this, it's also raid bosses, right? I think the biggest issue is that Bungie doesn't like people soloing raid bosses or making content like this like irrelevant. Because like I said, the final boss, people were doing the same thing, but for some reason I can't find the video. But that strat was being used on the final boss of the same dungeon and just people were speed running the dungeon in like 9 minutes. Bungie doesn't like that. Now, again, that's why the changes are happening. This is strictly a nerf to try to balance out the game. Again, whether you think that's good or bad, that's not the video. The context is we're going to do dramatically less damage per their own rules. They are nerfing melee across the board. Multiplication will always give you more higher outcome than additive. 2 times 6 will always be 12. 2 plus 6 will always be 8. there's a difference. I'm sorry, it's funny. And the argument of, oh, well, they're crunching numbers, they're lowering health total and crunching. So? Last I checked, 20% is still 20%. Doing multiplication by 20% is still the same, whether you're lowering the health of a boss or not, or crunching the visual numbers. Adding is still going to be like, the stuff that I'm seeing is insane. But welcome to this. Thank you for coming to this PSA that yes, melee is getting dramatically nerfed. It is being changed. And here's the thing. You're right. In a vacuum, these are buffs. If you only, and I mean only use like Banner of War, you don't use any other modifiers, anything that stacks. You're just straight up using Banner of War, you are getting a buff. If you use Syntheseps, but you never use any other modifier, you are always going to have a buff. Yes. Yes. And in the pocket window of a reality that only people who play public events like Sony, it is a buff. But for people who actually engage with builds and play with different melee builds and do raids and dungeons and all that, you're going to start using like Syntheseps, 1-2 punch, and it's going to be an immediate nerf. No matter how much they try to buff this, it is a nerf across the board. But people are just like literally a fish on a hook. People don't understand basic mathematics, and it is insane. But there you go. There's your PSA. Don't be a dumbass. Listen, you can disagree with me, but if you're going to try to disagree with me and you are completely wrong, expect me to call you out. And then if you're going to be an asshole about it, I'm going to be an asshole back. And then if you think you can delete my comment or your comments and then repost it, I want you to realize as soon as you do, every time you comment, it, especially if it's new, it adds it to the top whenever I check comments. Like if I just look at the list, if like we go to my list, it just shows up right here. Nothing that's been replied to, I have to actually go hunt it down, which is, by the way, why you're seeing me reply less back to people. Like I'll do this initial reply and then I'm done because I have thousands of people commenting or the same people making multiple comments across the board. Like there's a bunch of comments I have not reacted to. Sorry. It's getting to the point where now I just can't do it. Just another PSA. But if you're an asshole, I will be an asshole back. If you try to act like you're going to get me, like I got you, I'm going to get you back. You can disagree with me. Like there's people that right here. I disagree that effort was put in. The character design looks, this person disagrees with me. Am I being an asshole to them? Are they being an asshole to me? No. This channel, you don't have to agree with me. We can disagree, but you don't have to be an asshole. You are entitled to your opinion, but what you're not entitled to is to have it on my channel. That's my decision because I'm God. This is my channel. I'm God. I decide what gets posted here. By the way, I don't actually think I'm God, but you get the drift. At the end of the day, I'm the judge. I get to decide, and if I don't like you, you can fuck off. It's simple as that. You have the right to comment, but I have the privilege and the right to take it all away at any time because it's my channel. It's not your channel. Says Mr. Gaming Counselor. It's my channel, and I can do whatever I want with it. Another PSA, because people think that just because they think they can just comment and do whatever they want. No. If you're an asshole, I will be an asshole back. Now I will milk you for the algorithm and for videos. Yes, I'm that petty. Anyways, here's your PSA. For the love of God, people, learn basic math. It's crazy to see that it's the small minority of people. Just please. Oh, and one last thing, Sony online therapy. go here. If you need help locating a therapy for yourself, please go look up this website's top 10. They're going to tell you different therapy locations online. That way you can get the help that you need. Because if you're habitually online deleting your comment and getting upset and you don't know basic math and you're getting upset, you're getting called out, please seek help. I feel unsafe knowing that you exist in our society. It makes me scared. And it makes me scared that you're allowed to reproduce as well. So please get help. And that's it.